What's up, Norberg Nation? How's it going? So today we are going to be talking about body position in a go-kart. So there are many different opinions on body position in a go-kart. Some people say you should lean into the corner. Other people say you should throw your body outside of a corner. But today I'm going to be giving you my opinion on what I think you should do in the go-kart. Again, this is my opinion. So if somebody says otherwise, that's their opinion. This is my opinion based on my driving style and my experience on the racetrack. So I do not think you should be moving your body around hardly at all in a go-kart. We're gonna go over exactly how I think you should be holding your body and tips to make sure your body position is correct. But first, let's go over why I think you shouldn't be moving your body that much in a go-kart. First of all, we are trying to keep our center of gravity as centered as possible. We do a lot of time with seat position, seat height. You know, we mount everything specifically when the go-kart is straight and everything's going straight. If you go and throw your body around all the way through the corner, it kind of doesn't make sense that you really care about how you mount a lot of these things. Now, if you're consistent with it, you know, there are some drivers that are good at using their body to their advantage. Obviously, I'm not going to, pretend that that doesn't exist. There are drivers that do use their body and are pretty good drivers as well. But that's because they're consistent at it and they know exactly what they're doing. This is years and years and years of developing that driving style. But for the majority of people who don't have the years of experience, don't have this ability, when you set up a kart straight and then you go throwing your body around all the time in the middle of the corner while you're trying to develop your driving style, you're really just creating so many different variables that you have to deal with in the middle of the corner. One way I always think about it is if we're going through a right-hand corner, we're on that max grip limit, why would we throw all of our body to the left? If you watch anybody in any sporting event or anything, if somebody is running down a field hard to the right and they get hit by somebody coming from the left, they're gonna go to the left. They're not gonna go to the right. It's just kind of basic physics. You wanna try to get everything going the direction you're going. Now, some people will argue you should lean in that case. That's also a question because you're not obviously going to lean in the same amount every single time when you go into the corner. I always prefer drivers lean in a little bit more than they would lean out. Again, you're causing a lot of variables in the go-kart when you're developing your driving style. You don't want to create so many variables. If you can just keep your body kind of in an upright, straight position, it's always better that way than to be flopping around in the go-kart. Again, we make sure our seats fit tight for that reason. We don't want to be sliding around in the kart. If this were the case, you'd see F1 cars with a ball rolling around inside the car to match the direction the drivers are going. They obviously don't do that because they're working so hard to get the cars to go the direction they want it to go. Why would you throw all of your weight the opposite direction? And like I said, there are drivers that are good at this and can do this well, and they have had years and years and years of experience doing this. But I would say for the general population of drivers who are learning and wanting to develop their style, I would say keep your body upright as much as possible. Now, how do you do that? The way that I like to do that is by dropping my inside shoulder. So when I go into a corner, let's say it is a right-hander. We're going into a right-handed corner. I will drop my inside right shoulder a little bit and I will push on the steering wheel with my outside left-handed arm. This allows me to obviously first be in a position where my body is pretty much straight. I have a little bit of a lean towards the inside. My head is kind of leaned a little bit towards the inside, but the outside of my body, my left arm, is pushing on the steering wheel. It gives me great leverage on the wheel and it keeps my body from falling around in the go-kart. By doing this, you're creating some rigidity in the wheel and your body, and it allows the kart to not have as many variables while you're going through the corner. It also makes an easy transition from left to right-handed corners. If your body's all the way hanging out of the right hand of the go-kart and then you have to immediately switch back and go to the left, you're gonna have a problem because your body has to go from all the way on one side to the other side. Same thing with leaning in. It's kind of difficult to go from all the way leaning in on the inside of the kart to leaning into the other side of the kart in a left to right handed like chicane or something. Where in this case, when you do drop your shoulder, all it takes is half a second to just switch to the other shoulder, switch to the other shoulder. And it's super easy to just switch back like that because your body is not flopping around. You're not creating so much space in between how you set up for the corners. And then also another thing that you can do that really helps when you're going to the corner is push your feet into that footrest. Again, this creates just rigidity in your body as you are driving in the go-kart. You have to understand that in karting, your body is kind of a part of the go-kart. You know, you're not just turning a steering wheel, you are a bar in a sense. You are a stiffness to the frame. So if you're stiff and you're strong with your body, the kart is gonna react differently than if you're soft and weak with everything. Body position is very important because you can create such a huge variable with your driving if you're flopping all around the go-kart. So my suggestion, drop that inside shoulder, push with your outside arm, and push your feet into your footrest. This is just gonna create a much more consistent, easy driving style that's easy to understand and easy to make changes on the go-kart. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure to comment down below what your favorite type of driving style is. If there's a driver that you like to kind of aim your driving style off of, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Make sure to reach out to the Norberg Karting Academy if you are looking for some one-on-one coaching or even group coaching. We're starting to offer some group coaching options as well. So please make sure to reach out if you're looking for some coaching with me. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.